goes that lady running again. She's been running all day long. Let's see.
She just ran in this building.
Maybe we can get her picture of her getting hit by a car. Okay, hey.
What?
So what are you doing here today?
I'm telling a story.
Huh?
I'm telling a story.
What's the name of the story?
The rabbit in the well.
And where are you at?
In Canandaigua somewhere. Look. Here it is. See? This is what, these are the little kids. These are the 3 kids we're waiting for. They're from a middle school. And then these are the advanced ones. I mean, the adult ones.
Today. My name is Bill Shaw. I'm a storyteller, but I'm also a storytelling coach for a group of children in the school where I teach. And I have 4 students who will be telling to you this afternoon. And I also have 2 other students who will also be telling from another school. And what I'll do is I'll introduce each one before they start. And we'll go from there. Clayton Connor.
I'm Clayton Connor. I'm in 6th grade, and I'm going to be telling the story of the rabbit and the well. Well, once a drought came to the forest, and all the ponds dried up, and all the streams dried up, and all the animals, they'd have to dig a well. But Mr. Rabbit, he didn't want to do any work. He just wanted to drink the water. So he snuck away when everybody was digging the well. He decided he'd come back later to get a drink. So the animals finished digging that well, and they walked off to their houses. And that night, Rabbit came back, and he walked up, took a drink of water, but he accidentally left his footprints in the water, and he hopped off to his patch over there where he lives. And the next day, all the animals came back, and they saw the footprints there, and they decided they'd have to leave a guard there to guard the well. And Mr. Bear, he was chosen. So Mr. Bear stood there all night. And Rabbit came back. He ducked under a bush. He could see Rabbit. He could see Bear over there. And he thought maybe he could sing. So he started singing, "Shall we come around the mountain when she comes?" And Bear looked up, and he couldn't see anybody. So he decided all the other animals must have a party going on. So he stomped off looking for that party, because he was pretty mad that nobody invited him. And Rabbit went up, took a nice drink of water, but he left his footprints in the mud again. And he hopped off to his home in the patch. And the next day, all the animals came back and they saw the footprints in the mud. And they said, well, maybe we should let somebody smarter guard the well. So Mr. Monkey was appointed to the job of guarding the well. And that night, Mr. Rabbit came back again. And he ducked under the bushes. He could see Mr. Monkey over there. And he started singing again. "Shall we come around the mountain when she comes?" And Mr. Monkey looked up. And he knew it wasn't a party. And it couldn't be the stars. And it couldn't be the ground. So he decided there must be some singing leaves around somewhere. So he went off looking for those magic singing leaves. And Mr. Rabbit stepped up, took a nice cold drink of water, but he left his footprints in the mud again. And the next day, all the animals came back and they saw the footprints. And they thought of a better idea. And Mr. Fox, being so clever, decided they should build a tar man, because he would never leave the well. So they built the tar man up. And that night, Mr. Rabbit came back, and he ducked under the bush, and he started singing, "Shall we come around the mountain when she comes?" But Mr. Tarman didn't even move. So he thought he must be hard of hearing. So he walked up a little closer and the tar man didn't move at all. So he walked right up to the tar man and said, "Shelby, come around the mountain when she comes." But the tar man didn't say a thing. And Mr. Rabbit didn't know what to do. So he said, "Don't you like my singing?" And the tar man didn't answer him, of course. And Mr. Rabbit said, "Well, if you don't answer me, I'm going to sock you with my fist." But, of course, the tar man didn't answer him. So he wound up and socked him with his fist. But his fist was stuck in the tar. He struggled, but he couldn't get out. And Mr. Rabbit, getting angry, said, "Let go of my fist or I'm going to sock you with my other fist." But again, the tar man didn't answer. So he wound up and socked him with his other fist. Now both fists were stuck and he struggled to get free. And Mr. Rabbit was getting plenty angry now. "Let go of my fist or I'm going to kick you with my foot." But the tar man didn't answer, so he kicked him with his foot. Now his foot and his fist were stuck in the tar man. Now Mr. Rabbit, he was so mad. He just wound up and kicked him with his other foot. But now his fists and his feet were stuck in the tar man. And this made Mr. Rabbit so mad. "If you don't let go of me, I'm going to hit you with my head." But the tar man didn't answer him again. So he hit him with his head. And now his head was stuck. So without saying anything, Mr. Rabbit bit him. But his mouth was stuck. And he had to stay there all night until the animals came back. Then the animals came back the next day. They pulled Mr. Rabbit out of the tar man. And they decided they'd have to give him a punishment. So they said, "Well, why don't we lock him up?" And Mr. Rabbit said, "Yeah, do that to me. I always wanted to be locked up." And they didn't understand why he was happy. So they said another punishment. And Mr. Rabbit was even more happy. So they kept naming punishments. And Mr. Rabbit was so plenty happy that this was going to happen to him. So they finally were so puzzled, they asked Mr. Rabbit, "Well, what do you want to happen to you as a punishment?" And Mr. Rabbit, being so clever, said, "Well, why don't you throw me into that garden patch over there and keep feeding me ice cream and cake until I get so big I'll explode." And all the animals thought that was a great idea. So they pulled him out and they threw him into the patch. But Mr. Rabbit just got up and ran away into his hole. And to this day, none of the animals could ever catch Mr. Rabbit.
Next, I believe we have Natalie Lewis.
Better go to bed.